The police found the abandoned warehouse at exactly 2:13 a.m. What they discovered inside would haunt them for years. A young man chained to the concrete floor. Barely conscious. Covered in weeks of dried blood and bruises. His body had been pushed to the edge of death, yet something in him refused to break. His name was Jason Whitaker. To the outside world, he had no enemies. A quiet, humble young man who inherited his father's empire after the old man's sudden passing. He ran the company with integrity. He quietly funded orphanages and youth programs across the Northeast. He never chased the spotlight. But someone hated him enough to erase him. As investigators dug deeper, the truth slowly emerged, and it was far uglier than anyone imagined. The people publicly mourning him were the same ones who had paid for his suffering. Jason Whitaker grew up as the only biological son of Richard Whitaker, a prominent Boston businessman. After his father died, everything, the multinational company, the properties, the investment portfolios, legally belonged to him. His stepmother Veronica and her son Michael smiled at the funeral. They smiled at the reading of the will. But behind closed doors, resentment turned into poison. "He's not even my blood," Veronica would say coldly. "Why should he take everything we built?" Michael, who had grown up believing he would inherit it all, felt robbed. The jealousy that had simmered for years finally boiled over. One quiet evening, after Jason returned from visiting one of the youth centers he supported, a black van cut him off on a lonely stretch of road outside the city. Masked men dragged him out. A blow to the head. Darkness. When he woke up, he was in the warehouse. Chained. Alone. The kidnappers made their demand clear: transfer the major assets and accounts, or die slowly. Jason refused. For the first few days, they beat him badly. Then the torture became slower, more calculated, designed to break his mind. No sunlight. Little food. Constant pain. Yet every night, in the freezing darkness, Jason prayed. Not always for rescue. Sometimes just for the strength to keep his heart from turning bitter. One night, after a particularly brutal session, he whispered through cracked lips. "God. I don't understand why this is happening. But please don't let their hatred become mine." Weeks passed. The country believed he was dead. National news channels ran emotional tributes. Veronica appeared on television, wiping tears, talking about "my beloved stepson." Michael stood beside her, looking devastated. Behind the cameras, they were already meeting with lawyers to claim control of the estate. But in the warehouse, something unexpected was happening. One of the kidnappers, a hardened man named Travis, began watching Jason closely. He had guarded many victims before. Most begged, cursed, or lost their minds. This one kept praying. Quietly. Steadily. Late one night, Travis brought him water and asked, "Why? Why do you still believe after all this?" Jason looked at him with tired but clear eyes. "Because if pain turns me into the same darkness that put me here, then they've already won. I won't give them my soul." That conversation planted a seed. Days later, Travis made a choice that risked his own life. He secretly contacted the police with the warehouse location. At 2:13 a.m., the raid happened. Gunshots. Shouts. Chaos. When the officers found Jason, he was barely alive. But he was alive. The celebration of his survival was national news. Then came the second shock. The investigation traced the payments. The secret calls. The instructions. Everything led back to Veronica and Michael. The betrayal was complete. When Jason was told the truth in his hospital bed, he didn't scream. He didn't cry. He just stared at the wall for a long time, then closed his eyes and whispered. "Even them." The court case tore the family apart publicly. Evidence was overwhelming. Veronica lost everything, the luxury, the respect, the freedom. Michael turned on his own mother in prison, blaming her for their ruin. The same greed that drove them to destroy Jason, eventually destroyed them. Jason's healing took months. The physical scars remained. The emotional ones went deeper. But something had changed in him. He refused interviews for a while. When he finally spoke to the press, his words were calm and heavy. "I was betrayed by the people closest to me. That kind of pain can kill a man's spirit. But I realized something in that darkness, my roots were deeper than their hatred." The storm came, but it didn't move the tree. He continued quietly supporting the youth centers and charities. He took back the company, but ran it with even more compassion than before. Because he learned what many never do, you can survive the worst betrayal and still choose not to become bitter. If you're watching this and you feel betrayed, broken, or forgotten by the very people who should have protected you, hear this. Your storm is painful. But it may also be preparing you. What tried to destroy you can still become the thing that makes you stronger, if you let your roots go deeper instead of letting your heart grow hard. Be like the oak tree. Stand firm. Stay rooted. Your story is not over. If you enjoyed this story, subscribe to Whispers of Life by Nagorom, like this video, and share it with someone who needs encouragement right now. And before you go, comment below. My roots go deeper. Let that be your declaration today. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe.